everyone, welcome or welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nissa and today we're gonna take a look at the Red Bellied Lemur, which as you can see on the picture here below me is a brown lemur with these very distinctive white patches of skin beneath the eyes and a little bit above the eyes here. It's very subtle, but it is white skin, which is something we will look for in a minute. They are called red bellied, but as you can see here in the picture, one of them have a red belly, which are more red than the rest of the fur, and one of them have this lighter belly. And I couldn't really see if it was a gendered thing or anything like that, so we will check for that when we get to the close up. They have black faces besides, of course, the white patch. So they have black snout and nose and a black tail, which are very noticeable. Some of them have a blackish ringed tail, but most of them have completely black tail. Let's get into the game here, and right away we have a few things I would like to point out, but we will get there, I promise. It is a lemur, it's vulnerable, and the population in the wild is unknown. A lot of these lemurs are actually unknown because they live such a small place, but they are very fast and very climbable. So you have a hard time actually rounding them up and counting them. Um, they live on Madagascar, which is this beautiful area of Africa, or island area of Africa. Live in the tropical area. I think all of Madagascar is tropical, but I'm not quite sure. One of them need 20 square meters of land and 15 of climbable area, and they live in places from 14 to 42 degrees Celsius. You need a grade 4. This is quite unique because it's a lemur, it isn't that strong, but you need a grade 4 climb proof fence above 9.9 feet, that's 3 meters. Jumping in here, group sizes from 2 to 16. It doesn't matter if it mixed or not, but if it makes only a single male. There's no dominance, they are promiscuous, and their relationship with humans are neutral. Guests can enter the habitat. They grow to 5.5 feet long, the males, and 4 feet the females. So that's around a meter and 60, 70, and this is a meter and 35 or something around that. Keep in mind all these calculations is in my head, and I'm not perfect at doing math. They live for around 27 and a half year, and the males weigh around 114.4 pounds, which would be around 5.7 57.2 kilos, and the females weigh around 81.4, which would be around 40.7 kilos. Sorry. They reach sexual maturity at age 4, and they can reproduce until they die. They will give between 1 and 4 offspring every year and are pregnant for 3 months. Should be about average to get to reproduce in captivity, but in Planet Zoo, none of them really have that many issues. They have interspecies enrichment here with the lemurs for the game. Leaf made a lot of these lemur mods, so he would be able to make them have interspecies enrichment together, but they don't. So, enrichment is the same as the other lemurs. So basically you can just go down in habitat and write lemur and you will get the right stuff. But we have the three small balls, the rubber doggy, the mirror thingy, both cardboard boxes, sprinkler thingy, ice thingy, and piano thingy. Over here we have the suspended forester, the small fixed roller feeder, spike tree, frozen fruit, and the forester feeder. Where are we going? None of you are climbing right away. Okay. First thing I really want to do is notice that we have different colorations. So we have this one, which more like the picture I had, but they don't have the black tail. None of them have the black tail. And then we have this coloration going on. I can't really see, this one is male, this one is female, but I have also seen males in this color, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure. Now it seems like all of these are males, so if that's a female and that's a female, yeah, so maybe it's a gendered thing. So why don't we just take one of each of the male here, and then we're gonna drop the female right next to him. Both of them is of course adult to compare. I wouldn't really compare them to the lemurs for the game, but keep in mind I'm not sure what's going on, if it's a gender thing or not, but we have these different colorations, and the male over here coloration wise have these white patches which we really wanted, and you can see here it isn't furry at all, it is skin. It also kind of have the black skin here, not the completely black snout, it's actually quite light. They also have the black feet, but they lack the black tail. Over here he missed the skin, honestly, because it seems like there's fur on here, the texture is different, and it doesn't have the white part, but the black is more right. These have kind of that ringed feeling to it. They aren't ringed like ringed lemurs, but kind of ringy-ish. So that seems reasonable. Then we have the patch underneath here, which is light on both of them. They are the red bellied lemurs. I haven't found any of them that have the red belly, which are very noticeable. I would like to actually, could I do this? Like this, and then show you the picture I found here. So here you can see the red path. This is a night picture of, and of course you can't see it there. Oh, where did you go? Can't I? Oh, damn it. Okay, you can see it because of me, and I can move my face. So this one, you can see the coloration in here is the red we are going for. It is still lighter than the rest of the lemur, clearly, but it is a more reddish, warm toned color. Compared to when we go into the game here, they are simply just not that. We weren't looking for like a red panda color or a red kangaroo color. We were looking for that very light red color, but I don't feel like we get it on any of these. It would actually be beautiful if he had used this color, maybe make it a little bit paler on this belly. That would have been so beautiful, but he didn't. And again, I'm not a modder, and I'm not sure about all this stuff. I don't research too much for these videos, so it is a possibility that he knows, he being Leaf who made the mod, knows something that I just simply don't. Anyway, let's look at the fur texture, and you will still get a mod that's different from the lemurs in the game. So if you aren't that much like it need to be this specific one, it's still quite good. He made the hair in here way more fluffy, but we do have a weird thing going on here. a very, very weird thing going on there. The texture of fur is passable, but it's not the best I've seen either for Leaf or from other modders. So I feel like they could do this better, but also we don't know if this lemur have a different texture to hair. Overall, all the lemurs I've seen, being most rough lemurs and ringed lemurs, have actually a little bit different hair texture than monkeys and apes do. So it does make sense that they would have a different texture to them. So I won't count this out at all as a bad texture. I just feel like we have seen something different. And it seems weird to me that the hair down here seems so weird compared to the hair here. And I feel like they should have a little bit longer hair, but again, maybe Leaf knows something I don't. So let's see. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of juveniles going on here. We have Feneri, I think, which is 0.6 years old, and they are kind of these goofy looking undone lemurs. Reason I call them undone is kind of like it looks like someone gave up on the paintwork. But that doesn't mean that the lemurs doesn't look like that. The feet are extremely shiny, but you were running next to the water, so maybe you had wet feet. That is a possibility. I'm also not sure if we have multiple colorations going on for the juveniles, but this is a male. Yeah, you can see here we have these different colorations, but where with the adult, the male had the dull color, here it's the female. Again, I'm not sure if it's gendered, but it just appeared that way to me. And again, we get this very splashy undone color. And again, we have these very, very shiny feet, but here you can see the shine also. There is, however, something with the fur here going on, which isn't the best. I'm just checking here. It's from November 21, so it's almost a year old. And Leaf is one of those actually newer modders that hadn't modded before Planet Zoo, as far as I understand. So he actually got a long way the last year, so I will say it's still passable. Again, when you just play your game, you won't see that at all. You will just see all of the different colorations. This is, however, one of those mods I would love if someone went in and made a remaster of. Here you can see it also has those slight tones of rings on the tails. But that's about that. It is on the lemur rig, which actually confuses me. Oh, it's the first one I seen climbing. I haven't seen them climb all that much, which confused me a lot, because overall I feel like the lemur climbs more than the monkey rigs do. But I haven't seen them climb that much, but it clearly works okay, as good as it does in Planet Zoo. Again, I wouldn't cancel this mod out at all. I wouldn't say don't use it, it is a bad mod or anything like that. It's just like it has these small things where I would love it to if someone would put in some more love. Sometimes the modder themselves who made the mod go back and do that, and sometimes another modder asks if they can do it, and then they make this kind of collab, and I love it when they do that because it just works beautifully most of the time. So I would love to see that. But besides that, guys, again, make up your own mind. If this was issues you don't want to deal with, then don't use this mod. But if you fall in love with this mod, then please use them. Anyway, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys!